Well, I thought I would give you just a closer look at, I think this is a 6-year-old tree, 6-year-old graft rather. Someone asked me how soon, well, several people have asked, how soon do they produce fruit again once they're grafted in? The answer to that is generally in the 3rd year you might get a box of fruit, a bushel of fruit, but some the 2nd, not a whole lot, but the 3rd they begin to produce pretty well. But this tree, as you can see, is just loaded with fruit spurs from top to bottom, and every one of those little guys is going to be an apple. This is a nice productive block now, and just wanted to get in here and give you a good look at this graft union. You can see this is where we did the graft and slipped it under the bark, and here's some of the old white tape that we use. Here's some more, and that eventually, after it goes through a couple of winters, it loses its elasticity and just starts to deteriorate, so it does not girdle the tree. What I'm looking for, oh, here it is. That little tip, I'm always talking about, we have to paint that little tip of that sign when we put it in, the little very tip top of that graft. And where that is right there. That's it. And this is the top of it healed up. This is that callousing tissue that I've talked about. And that's just undifferentiated cells. That's healing cells, and so that's healed up there. And then when the cambium on the sign and the cambium on the tree have been connected, then something a little different happens, and those cells these calcing cells begin to differentiate into vascular cells, vascular veins, so that it can feed the nutrients through those veins and into the new tree, the new growth. So this has been a very successful job, and apples usually are. Cherries are risky, but the apples are fairly dependable, very dependable actually. I can graft apples and I can just guarantee them all day long. I was gonna try and show you another one of those. Well, here it is. This is the little tip top of that sign that was painted right there, and then there happened to be a bud just on the other side of it, and it grew from there. There's another little tip top, little tip of the sign that was painted. Here's the other one. This is a nice job. Like I said, about 7 years old maybe. This is a couple years less. This is probably 4 or 5 years old, but you can see them all the way up through there. We've done a lot of grafting here, and it's all been very successful. So he's happy, I'm happy, and I'm happy that he calls me back. He's happy, I'm happy, and I'm happy that he's happy. Don't get any better than that, does it? Alright, thank you. I'm going to cut this last little bit of trees down, and this job will be complete.